Okay, students, today's topic is constructor overloading and a destructor. Okay, that means how we use more than one constructor in a class and how you use a destructor in a class. Okay, so let's start the programming. First, write the header file hash include within angular bracket iostream, then using namespace std semicolon, then create a class followed by the class keyword. So first I write the keyword class, then write the name of the class. Here I use the name of the class is rectangle. Okay, let's start the body of a class. So first I declare the data member, which is by default private. So here I am not declaring the private keyword. Okay, directly declare the data member int space length comma breadth semicolon. Okay, then declare the constructor. Okay, we know the constructor is declared under the public access specifier. So first I write the keyword public colon, then I write the constructor. Okay, today's topic is multiple constructor in a class. So here first I declare the default constructor. So simply here write the name of the constructor. No argument is passing and there is no definition. Okay. Then I use the parameterized constructor. So first write the name of the constructor, then within parentheses pass some values. Okay, and these values are assigned to the data member. Okay, so here length, assignment operator L semicolon, and then breadth, assignment operator B semicolon. Okay, then I use the copy constructor. So first I write the name of the constructor, that means rectangle, then within parenthesis create a temporary object, that means first I write the name of the class, then ampersand sign, and then I use a temporary object. With this object we can copy the value of the object from the another object. Okay, so here length, assignment operator R1 dot length, that means when I create a first object, the value of the first object length is copied through the temporary object and it is stored on the second object that is created by the copy constructor. Okay, so then same procedure is happen for the second data member breadth, assignment operator R dot breadth. Okay, so here first I declare the default constructor, then I use the parameterized constructor, and then copy constructor. That means in a one class I declare the three types of constructor. Okay, and then write the display function to display the values of the object that is created by the default constructor, parameterized constructor, and copy constructor. So write some display function. Here simply display the result. Okay, first I write to display object creation, so that's why I am writing this object is created. Okay, then I use the indel. Okay, then again write the cout and display the value of the data member of the object. That means first one is length, handle, and second one is breadth. Handle here I use the double handle for display purpose. Okay, okay, then here that means three constructor is declared and one display function is declared. Okay, then I terminate the class and then I write the main function, int main parenthesis, then I write the main function. So first I create an object through the default constructor. Okay, so first I write the name of the class and then first object is created. Okay, then I write something that is first object is created by default constructor. Simply this text is displayed on the output screen. Okay, okay, then display the first object. Okay, then I create another object by the parameterized constructor. So again I write the name of the class, then name of the second object and put some values. Okay, which are the actual value, semicolon, and again I write something that is display on the screen. That means first I use the indel and then I write something that is second object is created by the parameterized constructor. Okay. Then I use the indel for display purpose. Okay. Then I simply call the display function through the second object. Okay. And then again I create another object through the copy constructor. Okay. So again I write the name of the class and then create the third object. And the value of the third object is the second object creation. Okay. And that means R2 object is created by the parameterized constructor, and this R2 object is passing through the third object. Okay, that means the value of the R2 is totally copied the value of the R3. Okay, that means object is copied. Okay, this is done by the copy constructor. So again here I display something. So here I again write something. So here I first use the indel, and then sorry, the indel is not declared in a double quotation. Okay, so first write the indel and then write the third object is created by copy constructor. Okay, then I write the indel, then I simply display the value of the third object. Okay, and then return 0. Okay, here I tell about that the today's programming is okay. I tell you that today's programming is to demonstrate or to describe the multiple constructor in a class and a destructor. So I am not declaring any destructor in a class. So at last I declare the destructor. So destructor is destructor is identified by the tilde sign, because the name of the constructor and name of the destructor is same. So here I write the name again, class name, that is declare the destructor, and no parameter is passing, and I here I write something to display that object is destroyed. Okay, so destroy the object. Okay, so here first use the indel, and again I use the indel. Okay, so programming is completed, and then I first compile the program. Okay, so here first write the name of the function, name of the program, that means multiple constructor and destructor. Okay, you see that there is no error. Okay, then run the program. Okay, So here you see that is first I okay here display this Achha, okay, you see that here first I create a object R1 which is called the default constructor. Okay, so here first after displaying the values of R1, I am writing that is first object is created by the default constructor. So here you see that the first output line is first object is created by the default constructor. Then the then R1 dot display function is calling. Then here first cout is object is created. Okay, so you see that first line is object is created. Then the value of the length and breadth is, you see, that is created by the compiler. Okay, so compiler gives some values. Okay, and then you see that the here second object is created by the parameterized constructor. Okay, so here display the result, second object is created by the parameterized constructor, that and then again display the object is created, that means second object dot display function is calling there, and here I pass the value 10 and 20. Okay, so you see that the length is 10 and breadth is 20. Okay, and after that when I create the third object R3 by the copy constructor, that means the value of length and breadth is totally copied to the values of the R3 object. Okay, so you see that the when third object is created, that is third object is created by the copy constructor, then again display the object is created, that because I am writing here R3 dot display function. Okay, so here again the value of the length in breadth is 10 and 20, which is similar to the second object. Okay, that means in this class three constructor are called, and then here you see that 3 times one text is here, that is destroy the object and destroy the object. Okay, that means here I create a three object R1, R2 and R3. Okay, so this three object is totally destroyed by the destructor. That's why three times destructor is called here. Okay, and this destructor is called by the compiler automatically. Okay, thank you.